You are not meant to work a 9 to 5 job. You are not meant to stay stuck in this dead end job with these endless beige cubicles and your annoying coworkers and your annoying boss and your annoying customers. You were meant to break out of this. You are breaking out of this. You are stepping into alignment. Your soul is calling you. Will you answer that calling? This is your new era, my love. I don't know if you knew this, but you're stepping into alignment with your highest timeline. You are currently in the quantum leap. You are currently in the timeline shift. That's why this message found you today, because no more struggling. Your soul came here to thrive, not to be stuck in survival mode. That survival identity is getting evicted, okay? And she got the notice a few months ago, but we're moving things along right now, okay? And what I'm seeing here is Spirit is letting you know that the only thing keeping you stuck right now is you, because you have been through some BS. Let's just put it lightly. A lot of crazy things have moved very quickly in your life. Okay, I feel like your life has been turned upside down. Your world has been turned upside down. You've been through some heavy loss, some heavy separation, and you've been grieving it, which is fine. That's perfect. That's amazing. The Spirit's like, we're going to get you out of your shell. Okay? The worst is over. You got to learn to let the new energies in. You got to learn to let the love in. You got to learn to let the happy vibes in. Because once they come in, they stay. Trust and believe. Some days I don't want to get up and like film. Some days I don't want to get up and do reading. Some days I don't want to get up and go to my 9 to 5. Some days I don't want to get up and study, you know? And these are all just examples of things you could be going through right now, because life is turning you in different directions and you may feel like something bigger is coming. You want to do something more with your life. You just don't know where to even start or if you're even in that process, but this is a sign. You are already in it. The fact that you chose to walk away from the things that were holding you back from these crazy attachments, the fact that you chose to let go of that, you know, toxic partner, the toxic family, the fact that you walked away, that's a sign within itself that you are already walking the path that you need to be on, that you were meant to be on. So forget about the past. Learn to let the good energies in, because when they come knocking at your door, they will stay. You know, it's okay to have negative thoughts. It's okay to, you know, be going through things. It's not okay to let those things control you. And it's not okay for you to stay in that energy, because you're doing a huge disservice, not only to yourself, but to the people around you and the people that have yet to find you, that have yet to come into your life, that you have yet to create an impact. Because whoever I'm speaking to right now, you are meant to create impact. You are meant to create community. You are meant to spread your wings and fly. I feel like you've been restricted. Like your wings were cut off. You weren't, like, you had wings, but you never were allowed to use them, right? Like a bird in a cage. You're coming out of that. Phoenix rising out of the ashes. All right, and you are stepping into your divine masculine energy. There's a lot of wounds here. There's wounded divine feminine, divine masculine energy, right? The Empress, someone here could be a mother, could have kids. Maybe you had a controlling partner, whether it was a male or female energy. I'm getting more the masculine. Remember, divine feminine, masculine energies are within us all. It's about finding the balance. It's about healing those parts of us, right? Because the divine feminine is about the receiving, but the divine masculine is the doer, okay? And I feel like you have wounds in both areas here. You're somebody who has kind of maybe even lived a life where you put others before you. You've let others bulldoze your own dreams and ideas. You've diminished yourself thinking that that's what you were meant to fall in line into or to fall into, right? But we have the Temperance card. Before I show you this card has a message. We're going to talk about that at the end. We're going to give you your higher selves a message right now. We're in the year of snakes, so it's so fitting that this card came through. It's the Kundalini Awakening card. It's a sacred masculine 43. Remove your armor. There is no shame in your vulnerability. And your vulnerability, the more real that you get with yourself, the easier it's going to be to share those bits of yourself, because your story and your voice, that's what you're meant to use right now. That is what you are meant to use as your propeller, okay? You're meant to not only be seen by many, but there's something so healing for yourself when you are able to be vulnerable and talk about things without thinking, oh, I'm gonna hurt their feelings or I'm gonna expose them or whatever. Let them be mad. Let them be mad. Let them handle business the way that they need to handle their business, right? Their emotions, their projections, someone being angry at you, that's not your problem. That's a them problem. But no one is going to silence you moving forward. Okay? I decree it. It's here. We got the Six of Cups. Your past is real. Oh my God, we have a King of Wands here. So I definitely feel like you're making a partnership or a connection here that's going to help move you forward. Some kind of business idea is coming through, something that you're also very scared to do. I'm getting social proof is coming through. There's been some difficulties, okay? And I also feel like you're carrying right now, I'm getting difficulties with younger people. So maybe children or maybe your younger self. Maybe this has been a battle for your inner child or both for some of you guys. But the Six of Cups is telling me that one, you have beautiful soul connections aligning with you. Connections that are going to feel serendipitous, connections that have been with you from your past lives, soul contracts that you've now accessed because you've done the shifting work, because you're in the shift, right? Because you're in the quantum leap. But with the Six of Cups, it's also telling me is that there's a future renewal for you. 12-10 could be significant. So October to December, these are going to be some of the most significant months of your lives. But this is a timeless reading, so whenever this finds you, it's going to be the next fall to winter beginning season of your life, right? I almost feel like you just have so much in the works right now. There's so much going on. It can feel overwhelming, and Spirit really wants you to focus on your own awakening, on your own self-awareness, on healing parts of yourself that maybe in the past did not want to come forward, did not want to be seen. It's about having those tough conversations and finding that harmony. You know, what's fair is fair. You deserve to be happy too. You deserve to move forward with your life as well. Okay, and I'm gonna grab you some cards here to see what's this message. You need to have more audacity, because I literally pulled the audacity deck and I never use this deck. So Spirit's like, you need to bring on the audacity. Okay, because people have not been afraid to have audacity around you. So now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. Ooh, you got a card. Let's see. The dead end job. You need to let it go. You're not happy here. There's practical steps that you can take to start releasing. This isn't about boom, change your life overnight. I did though. I'm not gonna lie. I did. Personally, for me, if it was me in your shoes, I would just let it go. You know? But I do feel like for some of you, Spirit is saying there are practical steps that you can take now to start letting this go, and you'll know when it's the right time to pull the plug. 12-12, as I said that, yeah. You're coming into a new. And if anyone wants to look up 12-12 angel numbers and or any of the angel numbers and leave them in the comments so that we can all share and relish and please do so. It's much appreciated. But with the sacred masculine, I think Spirit wants me to talk about that. Let's do it. Let's actually read the message from so many things right here. Okay, let's read the message for the dead end job. I feel like that's your biggest obstacle right now, is the fact that you're kind of being held down. Maybe you're focusing too much on the material right now. Maybe no, you are, my love. You're focusing too much on the material things, on when am I gonna get this? When am I gonna get that? And that's exactly where the work is. Your faith is being tested, so you need to be more faithful. You need to learn to let the happiness in. You need to learn to let the hope in. Okay, you don't have to keep those things out. You're not in survival mode anymore. You're not surviving anymore. You're thriving. You're stepping into things. And that's okay. Hold on, let's see what this message is with the dead end job. I will say, these cards are sarcastic and all those things. So let's see if we can get a good message here. Number 31, someone could be in their 30s, doesn't have to be, but that number came through, so little nuggets for you. A labyrinth of beige cubicles awaits thy eternal soul. Get out while you still can. I'm telling you, for some of you guys, that's it. The job has run its course. 9 to 5, then 6, 7, 8. Your work day is never ending. Your boss is toxic. Your coworkers are cringeworthy. Your customers are Karens, but you still answer the phone with a chipper greeting. Nancy needs to release her internalized rage via CC'd. As per my last email, Phyllis needs to cry. Phyllis needs to cry about her euthanized cat over coffee. There must be some kind of new way out of here. Go to the light quick before your soul gets sucked into the vending machine. Yeah, your soul is literally crying out to you. It's leaving your body every time you clock in, and it's not sure if it wants to return. Okay, let's read the final message for the sacred masculine energy. Part of you staying in this dead-end job was to heal your masculine part of yourself, because I feel like you were just conditioned. You were conditioned to, you have to struggle, you have to work hard to receive money, to get recognition, you have to build your way up, right? This is the only way to make money. You have to have this reliable income and sell your soul and sell your time for money. And Spirit's like, there's a better way. There is a better way. Okay, and I work through these kinds of blocks in my core wound healing. It's the first week of the soul integration package, but I do have them as individual sessions if you wanted to just try things out before committing to the whole 4-week program. Everything is linked in my description if you're interested in getting that extra little bit of help and moving through some of these wounds. But we're going to talk about your wounded divine masculine right now. Because your wounded feminine is the reason you can't receive without feeling guilty. But your wounded masculine is the reason you feel you have to struggle to even be worthy of receiving money. So let's see here. Sacred masculine, remove your armor. There's no shame in your vulnerability, right? It is time to strip down back to the basics and reconnect with the authenticity of the true masculinity. Masculinity that operates from nature's source. He can leave behind the old scripted stories that defined him for too many years. He can be compassionate and caring and still stand firm in his power. He is pure action, but also nurturing and protective. He acts as an anchor for both masculine and feminine consciousness. For when he is acting in true alignment, he awakens the power of Shakti. Okay, we're not gonna talk about Shakti right now, but if you know, you know. Leave them in the comments, or maybe I'll put something in the comments as well. But what this is telling me is your divine masculine energy within you needs to anchor in what your divine feminine is requiring of you. It's the needs that you are ignoring, right? So it isn't about doing more, it's about doing less of what isn't aligned. Because energetic work is going to bring in manifestations. It's going to 10 times your income. It's going to 10 times the blessings in your life, way more than working a 12-hour shift because you needed overtime. Okay? That's what this is saying. You're wasting your time on things that are not in alignment, and that's why you're feeling stuck. And that's why you are not meant to work a 9 to 5, my love. If this resonates, give this video a like, subscribe. I make more content like this. Check out my core wounds divine feminine healing series. I know it's a mouthful. I'll put the playlist up here if you're interested on other wounds, your visibility wounds, parental wounds, money wounds, things that are holding you back. You got this.